ating lipunan. Mundo'y babaguhin sa pagkakaisa. Tayo'y babaylan, may tapang at lakas.
Today marked the start of the National Training Workshop on Gender Statistics for Monitoring Sustainable Development Goals, Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment, and Magna Carta of Women Integration in the BASIL Program, hosted for the National BASIL Focal Team at BFAR National Inland Fisheries Technology Center in Tanay, Rizal. The day began as participants arrived and completed their registration process. We opened with standard preliminaries, including a prayer and the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Mr. Romualdo Pol, Chief Aquaculturist of BFAR-NIFTC, delivered an inspirational welcome message to kick off the proceedings. He emphasized how gender integration is critical to advancing sustainable fisheries development and ensuring equitable opportunities across all sectors of the BASIL program. His remarks highlighted the vital role that the National Focal Team plays in translating policy frameworks into meaningful action at the ground level. Following this, all BFAR-NIFTC participants joined resource speaker Ms. May Angelica Saludez, Senior GAD Specialist of PCW, for a group photograph. Selected participants then took turns sharing their expectations for the training, ensuring everyone's goals and priorities were aligned from the outset. Ms. Saludez led the session on the overview of gender statistics for integrating gender perspective in the BASIL project and related fisheries policies and laws. The training's core objective is to build the capacity of BASIL project implementers to apply gender analysis through gender statistics, enabling them to integrate GAD components into project documents, plans, and reports. The introduction of participants took on a creative twist. Each person was given a sheet of paper to write down their favorite fish dish. All submissions were collected, shuffled, and redistributed at random. Every participant then introduced themselves in a unique manner, linking their personality and qualities to the characteristics of the fish dish they had received.
Tayo para sa kinabukasan. Tayo para sa ating lipunan. Mundo'y babaguhin sa pagkakaisa. Tayo'y babaylan, may tapang at lakas. Sa himig ng hangin, sa tibok ng lupa, may tinig ang babae, hindi mawawala. Sa agos ng ilog, sa yakap ng lawa, liwanag ang tala, sa landas ng bukas. Sa ilalim ng araw, kasabay ng hangin, taglay ang tapang
The day's lecture sessions covered two key areas: the importance of gender data, and a discussion on what should be understood and what should not be misconstrued about gender data. On the importance of gender data, it serves as a foundation for identifying disparities between women and men in fisheries and aquaculture sectors, helping to pinpoint gaps in access to resources, opportunities, and decision-making roles. By providing measurable evidence of these differences, gender data enables program implementers to design targeted interventions that address specific needs and advance equity within the BASIL project. On what to understand and what not to misconstrued about gender data. Gender data goes beyond simple counts of men and women. It examines how social norms, power dynamics, and systemic barriers shape experiences and outcomes across different groups. Importantly, it is not intended to create division or label one group as disadvantaged over another, but rather to ensure that policies and programs are inclusive and responsive to all stakeholders. The second day of the National Training Workshop opened with an engaging icebreaker designed to energize participants and connect to day one's discussions. A ball was passed between participants to lively music. When the music paused, the person holding the ball responded to a question about topics covered on the first day. This interactive activity continued until all prepared questions were addressed, keeping everyone engaged with key concepts from the previous session.
Sa pag-agos ng tubig at hamkas ng alon, layunin at hangarin, hindi magwawakas. Tayo ang tinig ng pagkakapantay-pantay. Tayo'y may lakas na handang sumabay.
Their first workshop focused on translating day one's lessons about gender data and its importance into practice by creating data value chains. Participants were split into two groups, each assigned a distinct scenario. Group 1 worked with provisions for insurance coverage under the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation for inland fish ponds, fish cages, and fish pens, addressing losses from force majeure and fortuitous events. Group 2 tackled the Aquaculture Investment Fund, a minimum of 50 million pesos allocated for soft loans to municipal fisherfolk and their organizations for aquaculture ventures, as well as the development of underdeveloped or underutilized inland fish ponds. Both groups then presented their outputs to share insights and perspectives on integrating gender data considerations into each scenario.
Kami ang agos, kami ang ilaw, sa ilog ng buhay, kami sumisigaw. Pantay na tigit, iisa ang layunin, kasama ng BFAR, kami nagkakaisa.
The day's lecture series built on foundational knowledge with 4 focused topics: calculating gender statistics for monitoring purposes, basic gender data analysis techniques, methods for gender data collection and estimation, and strategies for analyzing data through a gender lens. To refresh and re-energize the room, Participants took part in a joyful, lively dance activity that helped awaken both body and mind in preparation for the next workshop. Returning to their earlier groupings, participants began their second workshop, which centered on assessing existing data forms through the lens of analyzing data with a gender angle. Group 1 reviewed forms from the Balik Sigla sa Ilog at Lawa program, while Group 2 examined beneficiary lists from livelihood training on knife fish processing and value adding, taken from FPED encoding forms. The activity aimed to identify 3 key elements: gender indicators that can be derived from the forms, sections where misinterpretations may occur during data collection and use, and recommendations for improvements to ensure the forms capture all necessary information for BASIL's gender data and statistics needs. The final day of the training opened as groups presented their outputs from Day 2's workshop on assessing existing data forms through a gender lens. The first group shared their findings on Balik Sigla sa Ilog at Lawa, BASIL forms, while the second group presented their analysis of the FPED beneficiary lists for knife fish processing and value-adding livelihood training. Each group outlined the gender indicators that could be extracted from their assigned documents, identified sections at risk of misinterpretation during data collection and use, and proposed targeted recommendations to enhance the form's ability to capture essential information for BASIL's gender data and statistics requirements. Next, their third workshop continued the focus on analyzing data with a gender angle, with participants remaining in their established groups to tackle distinct tasks using 2025 BASIL Program data. The first group conducted a comprehensive gender analysis and prepared a report structured around illustrative tables to present their findings clearly. The second group carried out a parallel gender analysis, organizing their results into visual charts to highlight trends and disparities. Following their work, both groups delivered presentations showcasing how their chosen formats, tables and charts, can effectively convey gender-related insights from program data. The day's lecture sessions centered on developing sound policy provision using gender data and gender analysis, a theme designed to bridge training knowledge with practical policy work. The session detailed a structured approach to policymaking, which included 4 essential steps: gathering evidence and clearly identifying the issue through the lens of gender statistics, defining measurable outcomes, and crafting comprehensive implementation plans, developing strategic communication strategies to ensure stakeholder buy-in, and establishing systems to implement policies and monitor their impact on gender equality in fisheries. The training concluded with a clear message that combined challenge and encouragement, emphasizing the vital role each participant plays in translating the knowledge and skills gained into meaningful progress for gender equality, women's empowerment, and the successful integration of gender perspectives across the BASIL Program and related fisheries initiatives. Just as our ancestors looked to leaders who guided communities with wisdom, courage, and deep connection to the land and waters we steward, women today have every capacity to participate fully, contribute their unique insights, and take the lead in shaping a more equitable future for all, carrying forward the legacy of the Babaylan.